What is up, my dudes? And that one girl is sick of hearing me complain about the heat and wants to watch me freeze. I got you covered, one girl. This is Bikes, Beards, and Brews. Let's kick that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we kick this one off, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. New videos are coming weekly. You ring that bell, you know when they drop. Let's get the other stuff out of the way. Want to save 10% on a cargo communicator or save some money on some Beyond Riders gear or Kemimoto gear? Then you should definitely check my referral links down below. Want to support me and all my do-goodness like these cool guys here? Boom! You should become part of the Brew Crew and join the coffee page down below. Want to ask you for money? Well, next to those 10,000 Amazon affiliate links that also go to a good cause is a link explaining what I do with your money. Get it? Got it? Cool. Let's move on. Alright guys, so today I'm with Dave. He's in the rear view. Say hi, Dave.
What's up, fellow bleep?
I also turned up Dave's mic a little bit. I noticed he was a little bit quiet in my new setup, so we'll see how that goes today. And we are going to be heading out to Mount Washington to ride up to the top. Honestly, something I've not done on a motorcycle before. Dave and I were talking about this a little while back. I've hiked to the top of it, I think when I was about 12 or 13. Dave's been to the top. Wait, what would you say you were up there, Dave?
Man, maybe like 8 or 9.
Alright, so it's been a while for both of us. And we've not ridden up there, so we're like, hey, now seems like as good a time as any. However, I have checked the weather, because for those of you not aware, Mount Washington does not care what the weather is anywhere else in the world. It just kind of does its own thing, and you deal with it. And currently, their weather is about 50 degrees. To give you an idea, it's about 75 here in Methchester, New Hampshire. So, yeah, it's like about a 20-degree difference. And it's really not that tall of a mountain. I think it's like maybe 8 miles up, if I recall correctly. Dave, you know off the top of your head?
I don't. However, it is one of the 4,000 footers in New Hampshire. I think in New England is what, 4,000 footers? So, and it has the highest wind speed recorded on Earth.
Yes, that's what I was going to say next, so glad you covered that. It is, like, we'll show you, the buildings are literally chained to the ground. And I don't mean like a small, like, chain wallet. You'll see that it's crazy up there. Mount Washington does not care what the rest of the world is doing. It's doing its own thing. So let's get a little further down the road, and then let's get to our destination. Check this out.
Where that blue car went.
Alright guys, we are at Mount Washington. Well, we're at the beginning of Mount Washington. This is the drive yourself toll road. There's a few things to keep in mind. There is a cost. So for motorcycle and driver, $35. And apparently you get charged for passengers. I didn't know that, but keep that in mind. So if it's you and one other person going up Mount Washington, it's going to cost you about $50 to do it. I do know that they use the money to keep up on the road and make sure everything is all set up top. So it's not a horrible thing. But yeah, let's go ahead and get everything paid for and take it from there. All right, guys, we're at the bottom and we are heading to the top. So this is the beginning of the auto road for Mount Washington. Now, just so you all know, it is 78 degrees currently at the bottom of the mountain. I'm gonna check the temperature when we get to the top. Like I said, Mount Washington is its own animal. It doesn't care what's going on in the world, especially weather-wise and all that stuff. It's gonna do its own thing. So I've been reading and I've been watching the forecast over the last couple of days, and it's usually been about 50, 55 degrees up there. So we shall see. This also isn't the longest road. I think it's a total of 8 miles. I'm gonna look right now. I'm marking my mileage right now, just to give you an idea there. So I just want to share some of this stuff in case you want to come out this way and you want to make this ride. Also, keep in mind, you're going to keep your bike pretty low gear going up because it is very steep. And coming down is its whole different task as well. Because again, steep, and you don't want to be burning out your brakes or your rotors or burning up your engine. So yeah, as you can see, there are some pull-offs, and also it's a fairly narrow road. So you're not going to be driving in the middle of it the whole time. But yeah, let's get a little further up here and we'll take it from there. Alright guys, we're a mile in and we've already gone up 2,000 feet. Apparently there's like little markers right on the side of the road all the way through. That's pretty cool. Chip away, all that fun stuff. So as I said, we've got some pull-offs as well. That's for like, if you need to stop, let your bike cool down a little bit. Or, you know, if you're in a car, let your car cool down a little bit, let your brakes cool down. You pull off. Or you can go on a little hike, get into the woods. Mount Washington is awesome. By all means, don't stay on just the road. Explore Mount Washington. It is a wicked cool spot. There's a lot of stuff in this one little area. We'll touch upon some of that when we get to the top of the mountain as well.
Go ahead.
All right, guys, just a few more things for you. Like, if you're riding this, make sure you're leaving enough room between you and the car in front of you, because if they stop or anything, you really don't want to stop, because depending on where you are on the mountain, I've seen people drop their bikes, I've seen them stall their bikes, and I've seen them kind of go off this embankment, like kind of get stuck in the side, not like roll down the mountain. So keep that sort of thing in mind, and also keep in mind when you're doing the switchbacks and stuff, it is nice to kind of veer out to see if there's cars coming. I'll have to get that on the way down. It's good to veer out to see if there's stuff coming, but you don't want to veer out too much, because the people in oncoming traffic can't see you until the last second either. And this mountain is infamous for overheating brakes, overheating rotors, stuff like that. So don't think that people are just going to be able to stop on a dime for you. Also, if you do pull off anywhere, make sure your bike is always facing the direction you want to go in. We just passed the 4-mile mark. Because if you pull into a spot, there's a good chance you're not going to be able to pull out of that spot. So always face towards the top of the mountain. That is the direction you want to go in when you're going up the mountain, so don't mess that up. Whoa. And also, don't drive off the cliff, because this would hurt. 4,000 feet, what's up? If you notice, the further up we're going too, the shorter the trees are getting.
And at some point, non-existent.
Yep. The road definitely gets narrower towards the top as well. So when you've got all these families showing up and a bus, it definitely gets a little bit harder to negotiate oncoming traffic. Apparently we picked a great day to come up here because it looks so clear. We're gonna have some great scenery up here. This is awesome. Also, if you're coming up to New Hampshire and you're looking to do Mount Washington, another thing to keep in mind is you may want to plan for a few different days, because they will close down the auto road if the weather is horrible or if it is just kind of messed up for the day. So, plan as a vacation thing. Try and make your first day, your first attempt at Mount Washington. Don't wait till the end of your vacation or something like that, just in case you do have to reschedule. For those of you curious, we've been basically staying right in second gear for this whole thing. Oh man, it just smelled like total like burning brakes. It's definitely that car that just went by us. This is not a road for the faint of heart.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually kind of shaking a little bit there.
So if you notice, when we started, we were in like lush green forest. Now we are in granite. And that is just because of the elevation, the weather up here, like nothing tall is going to grow up this way. David mentioned earlier, Mount Washington holds records for like strongest wind gusts, all that other great stuff. And I mean, like, the snow up here is insane. The winters are insane. There's no mercy to them. They are just violent. This is also another reason why Mount Washington Auto Road is not always open. And when it's open, it's not always open to motorcycles because the crosswinds alone could take you off this road. And as you can see, not something you want to happen. 7 miles. There's the observatory. We're just about there. Hell yeah. Now, if you guys look over there, there are train tracks. We'll get back to that in a little bit because that is the Cog Railroad. And the Cog is, it's a pretty cool train to talk about. We'll catch up on that in a little bit. Alright guys, catch up with you after we get off the bikes. It is crazy windy up here. It's definitely colder. I haven't found the thermometer so I can give you the exact temp, but yeah, it's definitely chillier. Windy as all hell. I think I've almost lost my hat a few times now, but it's beautiful. It is so nice up here, and this is worth a trip. If you've never been up here, do it. Like right now, I'm just getting hit by one steady stream of wind. It's not even gusts, it's just going. Free up the beard, it's in. There you go. Like, not making this up. It's just not stopping. this is the Cog Railroad, and this comes up to the top of Mount Washington. Now, the reason why it's called the Cog Railroad, let me show you. There's actually one track right here that actually is what is used to pull this train up. There is one cog or multiple cogs underneath that hook into that and pull this train up the mountain. So when you hear someone say the cog, there we go. Cog looks like that. You hear someone say a cog railroad. That is the difference between this and just any other train. Fire away.
Okay, so this is the first diesel engine ever built. It's the M1. It was built in 2008. It took about a year to build. Came online again in 2008. It's a John Deere marine diesel engine, hydrostatic, 600 horsepower engine. Has 4 cogs underneath. 2 big cogs bring us up and down the mountain. The 2 smaller ones, they're attached to our brakes. So we don't have to use them.
Nice, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, we are rolling out of here, and now is the second hard part, which is getting down the hill. For the most part, you don't ride on your brakes the whole time because you will overheat and you'll end up pulling off and making a mess. We're going to try and do engine braking all the way down, so, you know, first, second gear, let the bike kind of control the speed. We'll see how that goes. And at the same time, Dave's going to try not to poo-poo in his pants because of the heights. So I'm going to continue to try and make him laugh a little bit and take his mind off of the quick way down. For real, if you have never been up here, this is worth the trip. It's amazing up here. Video, pictures, descriptions, none of that is going to do it justice. This is just something you need to see for yourself. Whether you're hiking, you're taking the cog, you're riding your motorcycle, car, whatever, you should definitely be up here. This is awesome. Use lowest gears, stop occasionally at cool brakes. We got you, bro. So yes, even Mount Washington encourages you to engine brake on the way down. Oh, before I forget too, I want to thank the park ranger, or maybe the conductor, I forgot to look at her badge, that gave us all the information on the cog trains. She was really cool about that. That was awesome. And I gave her a few stickers, so I hope you're watching, and if you are, sound off down below. Again, thank you so much for that. That was awesome. We should just confuse other bikers and do like the helmet tap on the that are coming up, so they think there's a speed trap up here or something. Yeah. Like, whoa, slow down, there's a cop up there. guys, we just passed the 4-mile mark, and as you can see, trees are back. So that is something that it's fascinating to me. It absolutely is. But even these, if you look, it's a lot of young growth. It's not like really big, thick trees or anything. So even this stuff probably isn't surviving for too long before like weather takes it out.
All right, guys, we made it to the bottom of Mount Washington successfully, although the batteries on my GoPro did not. But we are back, we are alive, Dave survived. And
Thankfully, it was good.
it is all good. So as I was saying, I definitely recommend you come check this out. This is a great destination. It is roasting down here. It was not up top. So make sure you pack an extra layer or two as well. You may end up needing it. That's what I got for you, though. Have you ever been up to the top of Mount Washington? Sound off down below. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with friends, share it with family, share it with that one girl you know who's trying to overcome her fear of heights and is going to use Dave as her role model. She loves this stuff, trust me. I'll see y'all on the flip side.